going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about silver and why I believe the demand for silver has been so low as of lately. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there, go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Crackin' Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, as well as the limited edition DYDSS Halloween tee available in orange, purple, and gray. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today I wanted to talk about the demand for silver, and I'm not referring to those of us who are stacking it. I'm not referring to the coin collectors. I'm not referring to the people who are looking to preserve their wealth for the long term and use the silver as a hedge against inflation. I want to talk about everything today. And by the way, for the record, just in case anybody was wondering what the spot price of silver is at the moment, as I'm recording the video, it's about 24 and a quarter, which is very close to what it was yesterday, which is also what it was the day before. As expected, silver hasn't really been moving all that much. But I wanted to talk about the demand for silver today because it's not just those of us who are stacking it. It might appear that way. You might think that with spot price going up and spot price going down, especially if you're new, at first glance, if you don't know any better, you might actually misconstrue that with the idea that it's going up and down because people like us stacking the silver or collecting or flipping are buying and selling. Goes up, goes down, because some people are buying, some people are selling. It might appear that way, but when it comes to silver, it's important to remember silver is not just a metal that we're stacking for wealth preservation purposes. It's not just a precious metal. It's not just what a lot of people, myself included, consider an incredibly undervalued asset. Silver is an industrial metal. Silver has more than 10,000 different uses. Silver is unbelievably relevant in so many different industries, so many different fields, so many different sectors. Silver plays a role almost everywhere. Silver is a very, very important metal. It's the most reflective metal. It's a fantastic conductor of both heat and electricity. And correct me if I'm wrong, but to my understanding, silver is the greatest conductor of both heat and electricity when compared side by side with all the other metals. Silver is incredibly important, and I wanted to share a couple of numbers with you guys. I wanted to share a couple of different articles and things that I found out upon doing a little bit of research on my own these last couple of days, because just out of curiosity, I was wondering where the demand comes from. I know a variety of the reasons. I know how silver is important to all these different fields, but who is the big dog when it comes to the demand for silver, the global demand for silver? Who or what industry requires the most silver and causes the biggest demand? Well, the answer to the question is, at least according to a 2019 article that I found, which, by the way, I will leave it linked in the description in case anybody wants to read more about it. But last year in 2019, the global jewelry industry accounted for more than 200 million ounces of the global demand for silver. By the way, for the record, that's more than 20% of the grand total silver demand. The jewelry industry, as previously stated, it's the most reflective metal. It's a beautiful metal. People are drawn to it. The jewelry industry is the number one top dog when it comes to the demand for silver, at least last year. By the way, the jewelry industry is obviously not the only industry that has silver, that needs silver, that uses silver, that wants silver, that demands for silver. Silver's used all over the place, as I said before. It's reflective. It's a great conductor of heat and electricity. It's also used in cars, medicine, batteries, photography, solar panels. The list goes on. Silver is an incredibly useful metal. And those of us who are stacking it for wealth preservation purposes, we might think that we play a huge role. We might think that we can cause a massive impact. Well, the truth is, I think we could cause a massive impact on the premiums. Some coins have a crazy high premium, supply and demand. If you stop forking over your cash, let's see, I got some cash over here. I got a $50 bill that I use in like all my videos. This thing's like falling apart, man. If we stop forking over the cash for specific coins, the premium would lower. But to my understanding, I believe that's probably the most we can do. Because when it comes to the grand total global demand for silver, even if you partner all of us up, if you create an army of people stacking silver, every single one of us, it's really not that many people in the grand scheme of things. In fact, all of us added up, worldwide, I don't think would even scratch the surface, if I'm going to be honest with you. We're the little guys. They don't care about what we're doing. They don't care about you and I, who can only pick up, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 25, 50 ounces of silver at a time. They don't care about us. They care about the jewelry industry that's needing 200 million ounces of silver. That's the concern. So for the jewelry industry, making up more than 20% of the grand total global demand, and all of these different industries, all of these different fields, all of these different sectors also demanding silver, keep in mind, friendly reminder, 10,000 different uses. How big of a percentage do you think people like you and I make? How much do the little guys make? How much do the stackers, the collectors, the flippers make in comparison to these massive, massive, massive organizations, industries, and sectors? Very, very minuscule. Practically not even existent. Don't even know about us. Couldn't care less. So a lot of these people saying that there's going to be a confiscation, like what happened almost 100 years ago. I can't predict the future, but I can't imagine that being the case. Number one, because they don't have the resources to knock on every single person's door. Because it's not just the silver and gold coins, rounds, and bars. Silver is silver and gold is gold. What are you going to do? Knock on every single human being's house saying, hey, I'm going to need all of your earrings and watches and batteries, and I'm going to need to take apart your car, and I'm going to need all of your mirrors, and I'm going to need everything you own that has even a speck of silver and gold. I personally don't see that happening. But that's not what I want to focus on in today's video. I just want to paint a little bit of a picture. Silver all over the place. Silver is absolutely everywhere. And the global demand for silver has been through the roof because of how many different fields, industries, and sectors require silver. But moving forward, why has the demand dropped? In my opinion, I don't believe the demand is all that low. I just think it's lower than what it was. And 2020 is to thank for that. What happened earlier this year? Sure, spot price came crashing down, premiums went up, and then it started to make a slow but sure recovery, and then it started to climb, and silver started to make headlines and made the news. A lot of people got excited about it. A lot of people were introduced to it. Yeah, that happened. But what happened? What's the bigger picture? The whole planet essentially shut down. over 40 million unemployment claims. A lot of people temporarily or permanently lost their jobs. People were holding on to the cash that they had. They were not foolishly or recklessly spending. So with millions and millions and millions and millions of people refusing to spend, how many of those people do you think were running on over to the jewelry store? Number one, probably not that many, because not that many people had the cash to trade for jewelry. And two, jewelry stores probably closed, just like every other store. Most stores closed down. A lot of them reopened. But I'm talking about March, April, May, and June. How many people were out there buying cars? Not that many. How many people were out there really doing anything that cost money? Or fiat, I should say. Not that many. The global demand went down because the demand for all of these other items and products and whatnot dropped as well. So coming around full circle, moving forward, now that we are just a couple weeks away from the election, updates on a vaccine, potential second round of stimulus checks, a lot of shutdowns have been lifted. A lot of people have gone back to work. People who are still stuck at home, they are hoping and praying with their fingers crossed to soon be going back to work. And if all goes according to plan, and we get back on track, and everything gets back to the way it was, and things begin to normalize and stabilize and start to move forward again, what is that going to mean? That demand is going to come right back. Full swing. As soon as people go back to work, what are they going to do? They're going to forget all about the mentality of saving. It's going to go right back to spending. Right back to obsessive consumerism. Right back to buying things that they don't need. They just collected unemployment, and now they're going to buy a necklace or something. Which, if that's what they want to do, that's what they can do. I don't care. As long as nobody's reaching in my pocket to buy a necklace or earrings or anything like that, doesn't matter to me. The point I'm trying to get across is, as the economy continues to recover, which, by the way, it's going to take some time. I'm not saying November 3rd is going to happen and then all of a sudden we're going to go back to normal. No, it's going to be a while. But moving into 2021, throughout that year, next year, into 2022, hopefully we'll be pretty close to being back on track again by then. I don't think it's going to be an overnight thing. But moving forward, as we recover, moving forward, as we continue climbing back up to where we were, once we get there, it's going to just keep climbing up higher, hopefully. And the global demand for silver, for the record, the global demand for everything else, it's going to come back, hopefully. I don't see why it wouldn't. But this is all just my opinion. This is all just from my perspective. I'm not a financial advisor, so do not take this or anything on this channel as financial advice. I just wanted to share a couple of my thoughts on why the global demand for silver lowered this year. It's not due to the people stacking silver. More people are stacking silver this year than last year, so it could appear that the demand went up. Yeah, from a stacking perspective, but like I said, we're the little guys. We don't account for anything. Very, very small, not even a percent, fraction of a percent, a decimal of a percent. A percent of a percent. It's the big dogs. It's the massive industries, corporations, and all of these fields and sectors that demand tens of millions, hundreds of millions of ounces of silver. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, anything and everything related to the demand for these different precious metals. And if you guys want to join the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my terms. Not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I can read more comments and respond to more viewers in real time. You can also get access to giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. It gets posted in one spot, and I just posted one earlier today. Some of you already capitalized on it. And of course, you can watch all of the YouTube videos commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just recently hit 1,500, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. And, of course, the limited edition DYDSS Halloween tee, available in orange, gray, and purple. Only available this month, so get one while you can. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, what are your thoughts on the global demand for silver? Do you think that 2020 played a huge impact on why the demand has lowered the way that it did? A lot of people not spending the way that they were this time last year. A lot of people not traveling, not buying, not purchasing new things, not spending their currency, their fiat, the way that they were due to this whole economic train wreck that we've seen over the last 6 or 7 months. Do you think that that played a huge role? And do you think that as the economy recovers, as we bounce back, as we get back to the way we were, and hopefully better, do you think that demand is going to rise? Do you think the demand is going to come back? Do you think people are going to go right back to the way they were, buying new stuff, buying jewelry and cars and all of these things that silver does play a role in? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.